Welcome back, guys. Today's episode is going to be a bit of on-the-fly decorating. I don't actually have any direct plans, the basic concept of what I want to do, but not really direct plans. I need to stop doing that. I need to make it so I can't do that, because I keep taking that route over here, when I should be taking the actual path. Anyways, the thing we're going to be working on today is this. The interior of the... Geez, what did I call this thing? Visitor center or something like that? This is going to hurt. Bring some ladders to fill this in. Also, I apologize because of... I think last episode, the game sounds might have been really low. I didn't realize I had my computer down low, but I'm not sure whether or not that translated in, or if I just had the games too low. But anyways, this is what we're going to be working with, because we are going to be changing the concept. This is no longer a visitor center, it's a museum. I know, right? Museum, what? What we're going to be doing is we are going to be installing exhibits that are based off of very specific events in our in the Let's Play, such as we have an end rod, we have a couple. On whatever exhibit I have the end rod on is going to be essentially everything's going to have like a plaque beside it telling you what it is and where it comes from and stuff, and it's going to tell you that it came from... Ooh. Did you know they can float like that? I didn't. It's kind of weird. That this came from the end and what episode it came from. Now it has some item frames for other things, and I don't have a lot in it because we don't really have that much space. So because of the window here, we can put one exhibit right, like here. I'm gonna take the shield off. There we go. But we don't really want the exhibit right against the wall, right? Well, maybe we do. And we have another one, 3, 4, there. Okay, or we can have it go over one and have a space here for like a light source or something. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can have a tiny exhibit, right? And essentially we repeat the same thing on this side. There is supposed to be a window there, I think, as well. I feel like there's supposed to be. Like, why would there be one window on that side but not a window on this side? Everything else is mirrored, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Oh, I don't have glass in there. And I know I don't have glass in the windows. That's not a big concern for me. Oh, see, I don't have the window there. They are supposed to be mirrored. Just to let you know. So, that is supposed to have a window there, and we are supposed to have a window somewhere else. Let's see, straight across would be whoop, right there. This is supposed to be a window as well. So, long story short, we have a tiny little space. Not a lot of space to do, but we can actually get more exhibits in here than I thought. Because we need at least one for the actual display item, then one for the plaque, and then maybe something else just beside it. Now, technically, we could probably get away with having two, like just two things and having some space in between it. But this is the exhibit zone. Okay? Now, I didn't bring any plaques, so we're not going to actually do any writing and stuff in here. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing. But I feel like we can do one that has this as like my first time getting redstone. Finding redstone. This one can be the first time we did any redstone. This will be our... we successfully killed the dragon. We found the Ender Stronghold. I might move the... I'm going to place an armor on this, indicating the first time we got like enchanting or something like that. But I just wanted to show you how we're actually going to do the interior design of it. First things first, we're actually going to rip the floor up because it's grass. Oh, and there's water. Boop. Let's stop that. We're actually going to use jungle for the floor. I know, kind of weird, right? Most museums don't use wooden floors. or if they do, they're highly polished. Put some windows in just to complete the effect. But I like the jungle, and here's why. If you place jungle, a little known fact, by the way, when you're doing like flooring, if you have a water source, such as the one behind here, that's visible, you can always do stuff like that. And they're very close. And by doing stuff like this, you can create like a discoloration. Like if you have the drip from the ceiling, like in our basement, it has that. It looks really good. Now, the reason why I'm using jungle is because I actually kind of like the look of it. It's a totally different color than what we have in the actual village, right? Because we have the birch and the oak in the village. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't have the same kind of basic stuff. Like I wanted it to feel high-end, but even more high-end than high-end, if that makes sense. Ooh, sword's on an awkward angle there, isn't it? Coffee. So because I wanted it a little bit more high-end than normal, I'll take those. I wanted to give it a better feel. Actually, I don't need those. I can take those maybe. Just so I can write notes for what they are, and then I'll write the actual, like, you know, museum blurbs. See, I think that's what it's gonna be. Why I'm gonna use the 4 is I'm gonna have the object here and here, because some of them may need 2. Like the piston, I'm gonna have extended, and then I'll have what it is, right, and then when we got it, stuff. Now, when it comes to, I didn't bring a crafting bench, really? Well, that was smart of me. The actual display, we're just going to use simple half slabs. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we probably don't need all 4 being half slabs. The truth be told, if we're only going to use 2, we might want to use some stairs as well. Something like this. Because if this one here is only going to be like a simple system, we could use stairs and go like so. We create ourselves a nice little table. Now, I don't know if we're going to use the table out of... That broke a lot quicker than I expected. Out of jungle, because that's the floor, right? Pardon me. We could use oak, I guess. But then it's going to blend into the back wall. We can't use stone because it's going to blend into the other thing. See, that's the big issue, is we have to be very careful in what we pick. I think we're going to go with oak. It carries the wall almost down to it. You got to remember, though, and this is important, that here and here are going to be torches on the wall. I should probably put those in before I start doing too much work. I feel like there's supposed to be torches here, too. Like, I know there's supposed to be torches here and here, there and there, and whatnot. But this is a lot of empty space here with everything lights. And this is going to be a dark corner. Maybe I'm supposed to have a light here? That would provide enough light. Let's go with that. Right, so the idea would be that we would have a sign on either side indicating what it is and when we got it. Like what it is, what it represents, or what it is and where it is found. This will be when we got it, or like what it represents and the episode we got it in, which I should probably write in here. Alright, so this is what it is. Whoop. It is there we go. And where it's found. We'll just go with where. What and where. And this one is going to be what it represents, what it reps, and the episode number. Okay, so the idea being that we would have, like the boop, and then we'd have something beside it, obviously, that would represent as something else, because just having that might not be enough. Like I might put like an item from there, and then have like the no, I guess it's not even porpoise fruit, is it? It's chorus fruit or whatever, the corcus fruit, the purple crap in the end that you make into purple blocks, which I have yet to actually really use for much. Although they're purple, they could be a great accent. I mean, apparently they go really well with white, if you look here. But anyways, and that's going to be like one of the things. Now, because this is just an example, another thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing something like this. There it is. Where's the... You can't place the levers on the blocks? I thought you could. Oh well, I can put it above. Or not, because that's a stair. Crap. Could I? No, because that's a stair. Duh. If I put there, that's not going to do it. So maybe we might not have two signs. Maybe we might only have one sign in some cases. But this would be the... I would probably have like oh, there's an idea. Let's put that sign back. Right, we can go back to the... what was this? This is what and where. And where. We could always do the... just poke a hole in the wall. Right, because it's going to be blocked by the actual piston anyways. And, right. Ah, you see, you're going to see it like that. Okay, whatever. We'll figure that out. But anyways, we can have this one here representing... right, so the idea is that we're only going to have them on one side so you can have the walkthrough. Right, because if we have, you know, an exhibit here and an exhibit here, even if we move that, we're one wide, and you're like, whereas this, you can... The idea is that you could read this, and then read this, and you can see what it is, and there you go. Now, as for actually identifying what is what and what they're going to represent, that was kind of hard to say. I don't really know how I'm going to do it. Probably have the armor stands here. Those are nice ones. Like the simpler ones, having armor stands on the sides, because they're only small ones. But I'm going to pick a list from all of the actual episodes. Now, this is something I'm probably going to end up doing off camera. Getting the actual episodes. I just wanted to show you what we're going to be doing with it. Maybe I'll get them all, like all the exhibits ready, and then I'll go through them with you, so that you guys can see what they are, like show them off to you. You can guys give suggestions. I might even put like a carpet, like put little carpets in front of them. But anyways, it's all designed as a decorative reason to come in here, right? Because this is serving as our entrances to everything villager, right? Because we don't have any access to the village because of the seawall, right? So you're not supposed to like climb over the wall or fly over it. Although, if we extended that up, we could probably actually fly into the village. And the idea is that you're supposed to come in from the front gate, and that gives you access through this to the actual visitor center, the visitor museum now, and then through that into the village, right? Which I love this look, by the way, with the steps and the bridge and stuff, and the half walls or the retaining walls. I need to put something on those ends too. So I need glass for those ends, and I need stone for those ones. And the reason why I want that is because these are back ones, and these are the front ones. So I want to mimic the villagers as much as possible. There is something important that I'd like to note. Our season is coming to a close very quickly. Truth be told, other than the museum, getting the museum out and kind of showing you what was going on and fixing the actual, you know, the walls and stuff so that the mob collection works properly, there's really nothing to do in the village. Like I have, other than the 3 houses I've shown you, like the interior wise, all of those still need furnishings, but that's stuff I can do off camera because I highly doubt you're going to want to see me do, you know, what is it, 11 houses? It's kind of off disorienting when you're on this camera. You don't actually see your hand come up to eat it. But yeah, I don't think you're going to want to see the actual construction of all of those separate things. All the different interiors, especially considering that they're all the same interior. And then there's the green space. And I've already done 2 episodes in the green space. I'm not doing another parquet or anything at the other ends. There's not quite enough room. I might do a couple benches or something, but that's going to be it. So it's kind of, ooh, high encoding kicked in. That was weird. So there's a lot of off-camera stuff to work here, and that's the biggest thing, is there's not a lot of work left to do on the village, but it's not a lot of work that we can do, it's a lot of work that I have to do. So there's only going to be like maybe 2 or 3 episodes after this, and then we're going to have a short break for a season, like a season hiatus. And I have an idea for what's going to be. Yes, I specifically put that beside my head. What I want season 4 to be, but there's also a lot of things that we haven't done or that we started in this season, like all of the minor modifications to that section over there, and like replacing the things with glass and changing out the walls and all that I haven't actually done because I've been focusing on the village. So I might do that off camera, and that might be when I'm done that we'll come back, or maybe I'll do that as kind of like the first couple episodes of the season. Will I explain the goals? I don't know. All I know is that this season's coming to a close very quickly, and there will be a 4th season. Don't worry. I'm not disappearing. I'm just getting this done with, and this is just prolonged. But anyways, I've run over because I've ranted. I guess I will see you when I see you.